Alright, so it looks like the Cardinals are going to officially be putting an end to the Kyler Murray era very, very soon, because Kyler Murray is just absolutely fucking horrible, and they lost to the Carolina Panthers. I know the number one excuse for the Cardinals in this game is that they allowed 36 points to Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. Now, first of all, Bryce Young actually played a decent fucking game, so let's not say he played like a high schooler and he was just running around and throwing the ball up and hoping someone catches it, because he was actually fucking throwing the ball, alright? And your, hero, KYLER, who, once again, just is in his 6th year in the NFL and still can't read defense, all he can do is run. If you take away his running ability, he is the worst quarterback in the league when it comes to throwing it. He's not accurate. He has no arm. He can't throw deep. He can't throw intermediate. He can only throw little dinky screens and little checkdowns and swing passes. Those are the only fucking throws he can make. And that showed today. When the Cardinals were taking away the short stuff, he looked lost. He looked confused. He didn't know where to go. He was just he just looked very, very anxious and jumpy in the pocket. And that's what Kyler Murray is against any team that knows what they're doing. It's not even like Carolina's good. Carolina's a scrub team. They've got 4 wins. They've got a 5'9" quarterback. I mean, are we being for real? Like, Carolina's not a good team, and Kyler Murray couldn't even have a good game against a scrub team. So what does that say? And when the season matters the most, now the Cardinals officially are out of playoff contention. The Cardinals need to make a big change in the offseason. Trade Kyler Murray. I don't know one team that would ever want Kyler Murray, but maybe some team dumb enough to trade for that contract. We'll go ahead and trade for that contract, and the rest will be history, because Kyler Murray is, 6th year, and he still plays like a rookie. He still plays like he just got in the NFL a week ago. And he just learned how to play quarterback a week ago. It's a joke. The guy, is not a quarterback. He is a glorified, he's like a glorified flex bone quarterback who should be running like a military school offense. That's the only offense he would be able to run, because he's really, really fast. And he's really, really elusive in open space. He has no upside throwing the ball. This is the type of guy where if you have to throw it 20 times a game, you are going to lose that game every single time, because you cannot trust him throwing the football with his arm. And that continues to show every single game, every single important game, and the Cardinals are out of the playoffs. They can no longer mathematically make the playoffs. They have been eliminated from postseason contention. Kyler Murray's stats are below average. His play is more than below average. The fact that his stats aren't even worse than they are is a miracle, because if this guy wasn't as lucky as he is with turnovers, he should have, the guy should have 20 interceptions. He should have 20, the way he plays, he should be a 20-plus interception quarterback a year. But, drop picks and stuff like that, penalties, called back interceptions, stuff like that, prevent Kyler Murray from being the most turnover-prone quarterback in the NFL. Because this is a guy who really can't read coverage, who his first instinct when his first guy isn't open, or there's any sort of pressure whatsoever coming from within the pocket, is to run. All he can do is fucking run. And I'm laughing because the guy is a fucking joke. He's a clown. He continues to make a joke out of himself. I don't know how he's still a starting quarterback in the NFL. The Cardinals, they were smart, would have immediately moved on from him after that playoff game in 2021, where he threw 3 interceptions. He had a 50 completion percentage. That's what happens when the actual NFL defense plays against him. In a game that matters, that's what happens. He turns into a straight scrub. And Kyler Murray is indeed a straight scrub. It's not hard to tell from watching the games, that this is a guy who's just not franchise, caliber quarterback material. Picked up, by the way, he was picked 1st overall, yet people are treating him like he's some 3rd-round developmental prospect. Oh, just give him another year, give Kyler more weapons, give him a line, give him a running back, give him a defense, and, we'll make the playoffs. No, you won't. Arizona fans, some of you guys are really fucking stupid and really delusional. But the good thing that I'm seeing on social media, especially Twitter, is that Cardinals fans are slowly turning on Kyler Murray. It's glorious, because people are finally realizing this guy's not a quarterback. This guy's not someone who can be a franchise star quarterback in the NFL, or even a good quarterback in the NFL. He has the mobility, but he has nothing else besides that. He has no arm strength. The ball floats in the air. It literally floats in the air when he's throwing it, because he can't throw it 50 yards. Oh, but what about the Hail Murray when he threw it? He literally stepped into it and threw his entire body weight into one throw, and it barely got there. And Hopkins made an incredible play on the ball, and caught the ball, and got the touchdown, and won the game for his team. And people rave about how strong, he's got a rocket arm. He doesn't. He has one of the worst arms in the NFL. It's just because people, I don't even know, they look at highlights from years ago and believe that's the same player they're seeing now. Now KYLER Murray has a horrible arm. I don't know what's happened to the guy, but it's cream puff. The ball floats in the air when he throws it. Maybe rookie or second year KYLER Murray, I'd be saying, okay, yeah, he has a pretty decent arm, but it's like his arm strength has went backwards. The ball is floating in the air every time he throws it deep. That means the DB has more time to react to the ball in the air and make a play and intercept it. That's why he's throwing so many fucking interceptions deep, especially on the run, because the ball floats in the air, because he doesn't have the adequate arm strength to throw it more than 20 yards in the air without it floating in the air and being a wobbly duck that gets picked. KYLER Murray is fucking garbage. The mental side of his game is atrocious. He doesn't go through reads. He can't read coverages. He can't go through progressions. He can't make full field reads. He can't sense pressure or read the pocket. He can't climb up into the pocket, step up into the pocket, make a play within the pocket, win in the fucking pocket, which is key to being a good franchise-level NFL quarterback. He doesn't have any traits, any tools, any intangibles, any potential whatsoever. Yet just because he was picked first overall because he had a good season in a high school offense in college with Lincoln fucking Riley, who sucks at literally everything when it comes to coaching, other than throwing the ball 50 times a game. He is ruining the game of football. The guy is fucking horrible at coaching. Just because he put up empty garbage stats and never won anything in college, but he put up good stats and he's a little short guy who can run and has a good arm. #1 overall draft pick. And I understand why the Cardinals picked a quarterback at 1, because Josh Rosen was a scrub. Josh Rosen had a horrible rookie season, showed no potential, showed no signs, showed no flashes. So I understand why they want to go quarterback at 1. But that's a pretty weak quarterback draft class. Like, if they would have picked Daniel Jones, it would have been a trash pick. If they would have picked Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, would have been a trash pick. If they picked Drew Lock, he was realistically like the only guy that they could have picked there. And he's atrocious. So, he's just as bad as Daniel Jones, in my opinion. They're both not quarterbacks, let's be honest. Daniel Jones is a tight end, and KYLER Murray's a wide receiver. I mean, KYLER Murray has always, to me, been a fucking joke of a quarterback. He just does not understand how to play QB in the NFL. And that translates to losses, and that will never translate into success in the NFL. Running around will never, running around and hoping for a miracle play every other fucking time you throw the ball is not how you win in the NFL. And KYLER Murray's proof of that. Just because you can put a crazy highlight reel play on display once every game doesn't mean you're a fucking good player. And that's KYLER Murray. Is a guy who runs around and hopes to make a miracle play every other fucking drawback. And we're seeing the consequences of that. He throws a bunch of interceptions. He is, very turnover prone. He fumbles the ball a lot. He has terrible ball security. His accuracy is horrendous. He can't throw deep. He has no arm strength, and all he's good at is running. So he's really good for nothing. And he's getting paid like a top 10 quarterback. So, Arizona, it's time to move on. And Cardinals fans, I'm sorry you have to watch this dwarf every single week stink it up and be a scrub in the most important moments in the game. That's just who he is. He's not clutch. He's never been a winner in his life. So, just not a good quarterback. Point blank, period. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.